What is going on, people? I am back for another review. And if you couldn't tell by the title, let me fix my camera. It's of a movie called Night of Something Strange. This is directed and written by Jonathan Straiton. It's also written by Bonk and Mean Gene. It stars Trey Harrison, Rebecca Kasek, Wayne Johnson, among many others. So pretty much the gist of this movie is an STD gone crazy, turning people into zombies. So right in the beginning of this movie, you get this janitor type guy at this morgue, dead bodies all over the place. He ends up seeing this girl completely naked, and I guess he wanted to have fun. So he doesn't wrap up, does his thing, and later that night, he starts feeling weird and something was going on in his lower regions. And let's just say he starts off the chain of events that go throughout the rest of the day, throughout the rest of the night, turning people from normal people to these zombie-like creatures. And like an STD, the only way, well, there's other ways, I guess, that it can be transferred, but for the most part, it's a lot of sexualness that goes on through this movie. So this guy in the beginning starts spreading it, and not fast forward, but in comes more characters in this movie. So then you get these group of teenagers that are going to the beach, and it's 2 girls and 3 guys, and they're all in a car, and they're trying to get to the beach and have some fun. Then you get another story where it's a couple going just to have some fun. The guy gets back from the army, and he sees his girlfriend, and they kind of just want to get together, hang out, and, do their thing. So throughout the movie, you get these corresponding stories that kind of break up into each other, and then at the end come together into a craziness that I've, never seen before. Let me say, this movie is a horror comedy, so you get a little bit of everything. You get your gore, you get your comedy sense of it. So, like I said, each story has its own reason of meeting at this one place. Different times they meet at different, well, not meet, but they go to different places and run into the same place that, each one have been. So they run into a convenience store, and then they end up all, by the end of the movie, at this motel. Meanwhile, while this is going on, people are getting turned left and right. And each way that the people turn into these zombies, it's more hilarious each way. So by the end of the night, by the end of the movie, by the end of the night, because it all takes place between 2 days kind of deal, they're all at this motel, hotel, whatever you want to call it. And now it's pretty much them trying to stay alive. Little do they know what's going on. It kind of just hits them out of nowhere. I guess like a normal zombie apocalypse, I guess you want to call it. No one really knows what's going on. But throughout the rest of the movie, let me just say, some of the deaths and some of the way these people get turned into these zombies are pretty hilarious. This guy, Ricky, I'll just remember that name. He ends up, right in the beginning, I didn't like him at all. He had just his character. I was like, I don't like this guy. You watch a movie and there's certain people, you direct to or you like, and then there's other ones that kind of just rub you the wrong way. I guess that's perfect innuendo for this video. But anyway, by the end of the movie, his one-liners and the stuff that happens to him, I definitely was cracking up by the end of the movie. I didn't like him in the beginning. I really didn't like him at the end, but just his one-liners and the stuff that he does, he was probably my favorite character that I hated and liked at the same time in this whole movie. But pretty much, like I said, the rest of the movie is just staying alive and the craziness that ensues. I don't want to say what happens or what goes on, but let's just say if you're into horror comedies, if you're into these zombie-like movies, this is definitely in there for you. Again, it's STD. That's a crazy STD, and it's pretty much getting transferred different ways. Who gets this stuff going on, and how they get the disease, I guess you want to call it. It's just a very fun movie. I say definitely go ahead, check it out. It is on VOD. That's where I watch it. I got it off of Vudu. It's also on physical media, which eventually I probably will get myself a copy and add it to the collection. It is one of those movies that you get a little bit of everything in it. Again, it's the comedy factor, this one-liners out the ass, and just the situations that happen. I'm just going to say the hotel room by the end with the guy Ricky, I was cracking up. When I knew what was going to happen, and I was cracking up. It was really funny. So I definitely say I'm going to leave the link to everything I talk about, where you can purchase this and everything. But this is definitely one that you have to sit down. Again, if you're into horror comedies, you have to sit down and definitely give it a watch, because it's, you know, a newer one. It's an indie film. It's definitely one you have to sit down and watch. So again, I'll leave all the links to wherever you can find it. I'll leave the link to, I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon. I could be wrong. But again, it is streaming. I got it on Vudu. I don't know if it's on everything else. I'll look into it and then leave the links to it. But definitely check it out when you get a chance. I'll also leave the links to all my other social medias. I got a Twitter. I got an Instagram. I got a Facebook fan page. I got a Horror Amino. I'll leave the link to the Dorkening, what I do every Tuesday and possibly now every Sunday. Live streams where Tuesday nights we usually have a live guest, and then Sundays we usually just talk about random stuff. Check out all the show notes, and if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, which is right next to that like button, and definitely go ahead and hit that little bell thing for future. If you want to see all my future videos, you'll get a notification when I upload. And definitely, if you're into movies, if you know people who are into movies, not only share my reviews, but also share the movies. Show them the movies, because especially with these indie movies, they need as much hype and as much talk and everybody telling each person about them to make it successful. If you want to see this indie, if you want to see new storylines for movies, check out the indie stuff. I mean, mainstream is good, but you get a lot of the same stuff. Indies, where it's at, you get a lot of crazy ideas and out there, but fun at the same time. So definitely go ahead. I'm rambling on. Check out Night of Something Strange. I almost said Stranger Things. Check out Night of Something Strange. Check out the show notes for everything I talked about. Definitely go ahead, subscribe if you haven't, like the video, share it, and until next time, I'll see you. If you found the review you just watched enlightening and you want more of them, go ahead, hit that subscribe button in the corner, and check out all the other reviews I have, such as Horror Pack reviews and Netflix and Chiller. If you want to check out all the other things I have, go ahead and check out my Instagram, where I show off the movies I have behind me. Or check out my Twitter, where I post all my videos and more. If you want to do that, go ahead, hit those buttons, and until next time, I'll see you.